Al Jazeera has acquired leaked IDF drone footage showing the IDF killing 4 unarmed Palestinians in Khan Yunis using drone strikes. The footage clearly shows to terrorize and instill fear in Palestinians as a means to coerce them into leaving Gaza permanently. And you want to know who the Biden administration and the MAGA-owned Israel party has lost the essentially, you want to know who the liberals lost the moral high ground to? My friend sent me this right before the stream. Blows my mind. You had Alex Jones that seen this, and Alex Jones used to do critical coverage of Israel. He condemned Palestinian resistance as to me, but a lot of people do. Look at this. My friend sent me this like 5 minutes before the stream on that footage that you was talking about. And now, when I read this to you, I want people to acknowledge that Biden on this issue is now officially to the right of Alex Jones. Israel has lost the high ground. This is not war. It is a robotic mass genocide. The Democratic Party and Chuck Schumer is being outflanked by Alex fucking Jones. Section 1091 of Title 18 United States Code prohibits genocide, whether committed in a time of peace or a time of war. Genocide, blah, blah, blah. He does a good job quoting the genocide. And I was literally reading it shortly beforehand. And you guys know Alex Jones has a massively right-wing audience. And look at this mini ratio here. 1,000 comments, 9,000 likes. That's kind of a ratio. And I was looking at this earlier, and you see a lot of right-wingers going after Alex Jones on this. And Alex Jones is like doubling down. Saying I straight up don't agree with the mass slaughter of civilians. And I don't bring this up to praise Alex Jones. I bring this up to show you guys how Alex Jones and very few people like Candace Owens and Alex Jones, even they are outflanking these psychopaths in the Biden administration. Now I'll play this clip and I want you to respond. We probably got another 7 to 10 minutes here. Here's Karine Jean-Pierre, who's probably not even going to get an MSNBC contract after this. She knows that she's selling now. She doesn't do a good job of being optimistic, like all these white press secretaries do. Like the last person, Jen Psaki, they'd be optimistically sold out. She knows she's saying some bullshit, and she has such low energy, and she's such full of shit that I think her career is over after this. Like, this is horrible. I'm going to play the video. I don't even need to hype it up. Listen to this, because they was asked about how all these Muslim Americans that are furious with the Biden administration, I think Biden's going to lose next election because of it. So they asked about how Biden not even meeting with these people. And Assal, I want you to respond to her answer, because this answer is insane. Like, she's significantly to the right of Alex Jones on this issue now.
Majority of Palestinian American, Arab American, and Muslim organizations that the White House reached out to for a meeting this week rejected the invitation. So what is the White House strategy on this? And are there plans for the president to directly engage with these communities?
So look, the president, as you know, has had an opportunity to meet with members of that community not too long ago. Leaders of that community, the Arab American community, the Muslim American community, not too long ago. And so, look, what I will say is we understand that this is a difficult time, that this is a painful time. We understand that the events of October 7th,
Well, October 7th, Assal, when asked about Arab Americans and their frustrations, hey guys, October 7th. And she obviously looked like she couldn't give less of a fuck. I'm going to let it continue and I'll pass it to you, Assal.
You know, that killed more than 1,200 souls.
No idea what happened to my light.
In Israel,
All good.
and also took Hamas, the terrorist organization, also, as we know, took hostage more than 200 people. And what that led to, that war that led to, is incredibly painful. We understand that. And so, look, we're going to continue to, as you know, the president, senior officials from the White House met with members of those communities in Illinois just yesterday, and we're going to continue to have those regular meetings to hear directly from them. And the president believes that's important to do, to hear it from those voices.
What's your reaction to that, Assal?
So first, I'm very sorry. My light literally burned out. So,
All
so I'm
good.
having a
It's all good. We
technical
can hear you.
issue, but I mean, what matters is you can hear me. I remember when I saw this video, because I've already seen this, I was sort of floored by her response. Not just the words, right? Not just the message, which was not even addressing the question, right? The question was about Arab and Muslim Americans. And obviously the concern of Arab and Muslim Americans is the crimes being committed against Arab and Muslim Palestinians, also Christian Palestinians, because they are also
How dare
Arab
they?
Palestinians, and she doesn't address that at all. But what really struck me, beyond, like I said, beyond the words, was the body language. It
Yep.
was like she was annoyed to have to answer this question, right? As soon as the reporter says Palestinian, you see this sort of like sigh, as if she is tired of having to field questions about the government she is representing being complicit in genocide. How you can be annoyed that people are going to keep asking you this question, I don't understand. But on top of that, you're also annoyed that your constituents, right? I'm sorry that they're Arabs and they're Muslims, but they're still your constituents. They're still Americans. So rather than being annoyed that they actually have concerns, this is how she handles the question. I mean, it was an awful, awful response from beginning to end, just everything she said and the way she acted, almost like flippant, right? She's just flipping through these pages like, oh, this is kind of annoying that I have to answer this question, but let me just say something.
I covered this in the hotspot video a few weeks ago. This is why her ass got demoted. Have you ever seen a press secretary that talks so little? What the fuck are you doing, John Kirby? What the you guys see all these other people, John Sullivan, all these people that give all these addresses? That's not by accident. And I covered this a long time ago, and I could get into much detail for the sake of time. But Karine Jean-Pierre was demoted. It just wasn't made official. They gave John Kirby more power, and that's why they start holding these joint conferences, because the Biden administration was reported, and Biden directly said that they don't have faith in her covering foreign affairs. In fact, they lost all faith in her in general. So they don't want to completely ruin her career by just publicly demoting her, but they essentially demoted her. And she became a sidekick to John Kirby. And remember, John Kirby is ranked below Karine Jean-Pierre. So why the fuck is Karine Jean-Pierre subservient to him? Because she got demoted in real time because of the answer like that. And to me, like, and you was shocked, I'm glad you see that before. And that's the same reaction I had because she was asked about Arab Americans. And she's like, oh, what about October 7th? You guys did it to yourself.